Hey guys, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Pokemaniac, coming back at you with yet another episode of Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we basically explored all Jubilife City had to offer us for the moment, and we had decided that our next goal is to head to Oreburgh City in pursuit of Docky and the gym badges. But I figure before we head out that way, since I already showed you what was out there to the west exit of Jubilife, I should show you what lies to the north. And to the north is Route 204, which has a... Ooh, there's an item over there. Let's go snag that real quick. And carefully. Yes! Okay, we got through that patch of grass without running into any wild Pokemon. That's fun. For Parla's heal. Alright, not the greatest item in the world, but I guess I can't complain. We just didn't run into any Pokemon. And as you can see, the reflection makes a comeback from 3rd gen. This game is just so beautiful. Pixel art is a legit art form, and I'm kind of sad that it is lost on Pokemon nowadays. But anyway, let's see if we can't sneak back through. Oh, too easy. They call me the Solid Snake of Sinnoh. And here's a couple of trainers we can battle here at Route 204, so let's get started. Oh, a weak-looking trainer. Do you want to have a go? Okay, them's fighting words, lady. Alright, we're gonna have a go, alright. Don't come crying to me when you cry. Sarah. Alright, and she's got herself a Shinx, level 7, which is actually pretty good, but it's not as good as Zuko over here. Once again, we got Taunt. I don't believe I had the chance to explain that in the last episode, but Taunt is a move that prevents your opponent from using moves that are not attacking moves, such as Leer. So if I had used Taunt, Shinx would not have been able to use Leer. It can be useful in situations where you know that your opponent's trying to... Ooh, and the burn! Oh, that's karmic justice. Take that, Sarah. Anyway, it's like, if you know that your opponent is going to try to status you, particularly something like put you to sleep or paralyze you or something along those lines, very useful move, which is why it's so good and competitive, but maybe not the best when it comes to doing single player. But there goes Sarah. Oh, I should have said no. If there's anything I've learned in Pokemon, it's that if trainers lock eyes, you're not allowed to say no. Maybe I could have phrased that a little better. Moving on. I'll beat you with the Magikarp my dad gave me. Kid, I hate to break it to you, but your dad hates you. Imagine. Imagine your kid begging you for a Pokemon, and you just get so annoyed. You're like, okay, screw it. Just give him a Magikarp. Or maybe his poor dad was probably just like, what's the easiest Pokemon I can get? Or I guess the cheapest, because you can buy Magikarps in Gen 1. So maybe he just had an extra 500 Poke lying around and bought his kid a Magikarp. Magikarp's what you can rustle up. Ooh, and a crit. That's it, Zuko. Magikarp's what you can rustle up with your old rod that we had just gotten. Basically, it's widely considered one of the most useless Pokemon ever because it only knows Splash up until level 15, and then it gets Tackle. It's pretty useless until it evolves, but then it evolves into a phenomenal Pokemon called Gyarados. When we encounter one, I'll be singing its praises a little more. But as you can see, it also doesn't give you very much experience points. So if you thought you were going to be able to grind, but they're Pokemon I got from my dad. Yeah, kid. This is how you get your kid never to talk to you again. My goodness. But yeah, so Magikarps are also not only being not very good Pokemon to battle with, they're not good Pokemon to battle. And my goodness, does she have glasses on? That was range. May I please trouble you for a battle? Oh, well, yeah, so politely, sure. Well, yeah, the Magikarps also aren't even good for battling against because they don't give you any, like, experience. The Magikarp was level 8, we got, like, 30 experience from it. And a new Pokemon just appeared. Say hello to Badoo, which is also a Pokemon you can find on this route. Badoo is a Pokemon that we have not seen thus far, and is an addition to 4th Gen. It is the pre-evolved form of Roselia. That's right, a lot of Pokemon in 4th Gen have gotten some major updates, And wow, the one-time water sport was actually probably pretty useful. Good thing we have Scratch. But Badoo itself is not like a fantastic Pokemon, but it's a great thing to catch and raise. There's a bunch of Pokemon in Gen 4 who have either gotten pre-evolutions, new evolutions, or a combination of the two. And the first one we see is Roselia's. Oh, you're so strong. Aw, thank you. She has been the most pleasant trainer to battle on this route so far. If you want a good grass poison type, I can recommend Badoo to you. Not Bidoof, Badoo. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, Badoo is a great Pokemon. It evolves into Roselia based on happiness and in the daytime, if I'm not mistaken. So you got to max out that happiness with the Badoo. It evolves into Roselia, and then it evolves into Roserade with a shiny stone or a Dawn Stone. One of those two. So it does have a 4th gen evolution, and it is a phenomenal Pokemon. So if you want a good grass poison type, there are lots of grass poison types, but this one's pretty tops. So what do you have to say? There are boulders blocking the way inside the cavern. I think a Pokemon's hidden move will be able to smash through those boulders, though. Well, gotta smash some boulders? Well, let's go see ourselves. Welcome to Ravaged Path. Yeah, so he wasn't kidding. There's a bunch of boulders blocking any progress you can make, but there is an item here, and of course, it's a freaking potion again. Anytime we come across an item, I'm just going to assume it's a potion. It's a rugged rock, but a Pokemon may be able to smash it. But none of our Pokemon can right now, and uh-oh, we do have an encounter. There are 2 Pokemon you can find in here that we haven't seen thus far. The first is Zubat. You know him, you love him. He's been annoying you since Gen 1, and I'm not going to stop singing his praises since Gen 1. Zubat is actually a pretty good Pokemon, being as common as it is. It's a poison flying type Pokemon, so pretty unique typing. A poison type with a ground immunity is pretty good. It's a good combination. It evolves into Golbat, and then it evolves into Crobat with happiness. So it's another happiness evolution. Ooh, thank goodness it missed the supersonic there. That would have been a little worrisome. But Crobat is a phenomenal, super fast, super strong Pokemon. And Golbat, and Crobat, weirdly bulky. Just strangely defensive. I can't really explain it, but phenomenal Pokemon if you want it. I'm not going to be using it. I have other plans. As you can see, I've got Warbeak. I don't need another flying type Pokemon. But there's another Pokemon you can find in here. Let's see if we can run into him real fast. Okay. As soon as I say... Any other time I want, anything to happen, or I'm trying to explain something, I run into Pokemon left and right. However, as soon as I want to see a Pokemon, it takes a year to run into him. However, we did find it. It is Psyduck. Psyduck is a nifty water-type Pokemon. If you didn't pick Piplup, this is, I think, your first, if not one of your first instances of being able to encounter and capture a water-type Pokemon. Psyduck, other than being... very pivotal in the Pokemon anime. It evolves into Golduck. It's not the greatest Pokemon in the world. It is a Gen 1 Pokemon, though. It's classic. Love that little guy. But I can't really recommend it for your team unless you really like Psyduck. Which, I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, so seeing that our path north is blocked off, I suppose our only option is to... Our only option is to head west after Docky. So moving right along. Yeah, checking the status. I'm going to heal up real fast before we take on a new route. And after healing up our Pokemon, we are going to head on west to Route 203. And who do we see? But... the speedster himself, Docky. Hey Jake, tell me you got a little tougher. Me? Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Come on, I'll demonstrate it to you. And of course, he is going to want to battle, and it's finally time for us to get revenge on Docky. Alright guys, here he is, our second battle versus Pikmin trainer Docky. And he's gonna copycat, send out a Starly. Well, he'll send out a Starly. We'll send out Warbeak. Alright, so get Warbeak, give him a good quick attack. And, ooh, over half. And don't you start this again. I'm already having flashbacks. His stupid Starly's growling. Don't... Nice shooting, kid. Don't get cocky. It's not over yet. Alright. And another quick attack. Not going to finish him off after the growl, unfortunately. And our attack's going to fall. One more quick attack. It's going to take him out. Easy peasy. So, during this battle, obviously, Docky's going to be a little bit stronger than he was when you first battled him. He'll have his starter that you battled initially, plus a Starly. Starter and a Starly. Huh. Almost a tongue twister. But Warbeak's going to grow to level 9 and learn Wing Attack. Now Warbeak is a true threat. We have a stab flying type move. And of course, Docky's going to send in Piplup. You know what? Warbeak's been growled 2 times. And there's someone who's sitting in back who's been wanting revenge on this stupid penguin. And that's Prince Zuko. Get on out here. Alright, the rematch of the century, baby. He sent out his Piplup. Now, once again, his starter is going to be the starter that is good against yours in this battle. However, there is... we're prepared this time. We're going to taunt so the stupid Piplup can't growl me. And it fell for the taunt. Boom. Get predicted. Get predicted, Docky. We're just so getting it this time. So we're going to start our scratching. So if you have Chimchar, he's going to have, your rival's going to have Piplup. If you have Piplup, your rival's going to have Turtwig. And if you have Turtwig, your rival's going to have Chimchar, obviously. Now, you might be thinking it might have been a little bit of risky biznu here, throwing out a fire type against a water type, particularly since it's on level 9 and it should know. Get predicted! Oh, I'm like big brain. I'm 4D chessing him right now. But fortunately, my Pokemon's getting low on HP. Things could be tight here. Let me finish a sentence. So while his Pokemon is at the level where it should have, you know, the move that is super effective against you, it will not actually have that. So like, Piplup here doesn't have Water Gun, his Chimchar wouldn't have Ember, and his Turtwig wouldn't have Absorb for this battle. So that's why I felt confident enough to throw Zuko out there, you know, because I wasn't worried about getting bubbled or Water Gunned or whatever it would have. And Zuko grows to level 11. That was a very profitable battle, I must say, and we have exacted our revenge. That's right, you lost. Take that, Docky. Give me 900 bucks. Wah! What do you mean, I lost? Well, that's it. That's the last time I'll ever lose. Oh, buddy, that's what I was saying. I was saying in the first episode. I'm gonna be the world's toughest trainer, and you know it. The first thing to do is take on the Oreburgh City Pokemon Gym. I'm gonna toughen up for that, totally. And off he goes. You're too slow. And, wow, we can continue on Route 204, or 203, I'm sorry. Jubilife City right over here. Route 204 was to the north. I'm going to heal up real fast, guys, before we continue this route. Alright, and back on Route 203, let us continue. Your favorite Pokemon should be placed at the top left of your party list. That way you'll be the first to go out in battle. This is terrible advice. You maybe not put your favorite Pokemon, but put the Pokemon that either needs training or is best suited for the battles upcoming. As you can see, we can take 2 paths. Which way, pixelated man? You can either choose to battle a trainer or go through the grass. I am not a glutton for punishment, so we are going to battle this trainer. I get my get up and go from my Pokemon. Here we go, Kricketot, Zubat. Okay, so really got that sort of a Goku get 'em attitude, if you ask me. And youngster Michael, he's going to send out Kricketot, which is a Pokemon we could have run into. I don't know if I mentioned him before, but since we're here battling him, and Warbeak now has Wing Attack, which is going to absolutely decimate this little creature, we can talk about him a little bit. Kricketot's not the greatest Pokemon in the world as far as bug types go. It evolves into Kricketune relatively early, and Kricketune known for its, you know, famous cry. That's accurate. Look it up. I'm not playing the stupid audio clip. Okay, I'll play the audio clip. Like, I nailed that, right? And now he's going to send in Zubat. We're going to keep battling since Warbeak's almost leveling up here. But yeah, it's like, it's not a very strong Pokemon. There are other bugs out there that you can get that are just better in general. Looks cool. You know, Cricketune has the cry. So if you want to hear that every time you send out into battle, I mean, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not the police. I'm not the international Pokemon police. You can do whatever you want. Taking down Zubat, which we already talked about, and this battle is over. And nice, get a nice amount of experience for that. Warbeak grown to level 10. And that's how we beat Michael. Ack, my Pokemon! We get 96, but after getting like 900 from Docky, that's like embarrassingly low. Let's go ahead and put Zuko back out front, give him a little more training. Poor homie just sitting there in the back, but he's doing good. He's doing what he needs to. And we get ourselves a Pokeball. That's nice. And coming through here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that... Oh, trainer tips. Pokemon moves... Yeah. PP. Pokemon use PP. If your PP's running low, go to a Pokemon Center. Nurse Joy will get your PP up. I could have phrased that better. Anyway, this route, if I'm not mistaken, I do recall way back when Diamond and Pearl first came out, that in Walmart, in the video game section, when they used to have a displays where you could actually play games, they would actually have, like, you know, the latest gaming systems, and you could actually play a little demo right there in Walmart. When the DS was out and Diamond and Pearl had come out, there was a little demo that you could play on the Walmart DS, and I believe this route was the route that you could go through to kind of give you a taste of what 4th Gen was about, and it's a very fond memory I have. I'm never apart from my Shinx. Our bond is strong. I mean, honestly, better than the Magikarp kid. I have a bond with the Shinx. You're going to eventually have a really cool Pokemon. Youngster Dallas. And he's going to send out Shinx. What? Do you guys think the name Dallas would pop up in, like, the Pokemon universe? Like, does that... Do you think... Like, would that just occur naturally? Because, like, Dallas, in reference to the real world, you know, it's like, oh, it's like, you know, Texas, or at least that's what's associated with for me. So when I'm thinking about naming a kid Dallas, you know, it's like after the city. So what does that imply about the Pokemon universe? But then again, in the first movie, Ash does make reference to the Minnesota Vikings, so it probably wouldn't be too far off for the Dallas Cowboys to actually be canon in the Pokemon. Anyway, we just beat up Dallas. So sad he lost. His Shinx did not stand a chance against Zuko. And we're thinking, that was dirty placement. Before I challenge the Pokemon gym leader, I'll test my strength on you. Dirty NPC placement. Kudos, Pokemon. Ooh, Sebastian. And he's gonna... That is just a little man. That isn't even a Pokemon. That's just a little blue man. He looks starkly nude. And he looks proud of it. Anyway, this is Machop, a Pokemon we haven't seen thus far in Sinnoh. Obviously, Machop has been around since Generation 1. Machop is the pure fighting type Pokemon. Classic Pokemon. Pretty good overall. If you're in the same boat that I am and you picked Chimchar, and you didn't pick up a Psyduck, it might be prudent to pick up yourself a Machop, at least right now. Machop evolves into Machoke, and then evolves again by trading into Machamp, which is slow but bulky, really heavy hitter. Machamp, good solid Pokemon, good fighting type. There are cooler fighting types in this generation, but Machamp's always a very reliable option. And also, it gets some really good abilities in this gen. So it can get No Guard or Guts. I was a little worried using Ember. I guess that means I'm not ready for the gym challenge yet. Bro, you're going to the wrong gym. You have a Machop. Don't go to the Pokemon gym. Go to the exercise gym. And while we're here and I'm talking about Machop a little more, we're going to go heal up since we have so many pot ions. Alright, we got 4 of them. We haven't bought a single one. Heal up Zuko. But yeah, Machop has either Guts, which means if it gets a status, its attack stat doubles. So if I had burned that thing and it had Guts, we would have actually been in trouble. And also, it can get No Guard. No Guard is a very interesting ability, which always guarantees your moves are going to land, regardless of accuracy and even, I believe, other abilities. So it's kind of like just having built-in foresight, so you can hit like ghost types and stuff. Really, really good with certain moves, particularly that the Machop family gets while leveling up. I found a trainer while looking for some Pokemon. Alright, and another battle. I guess this is just the battling episode. Lassa Caitlin. And she's going to send out a Bidoof. Again, guys, for these first few episodes, and because we still haven't seen all of the Pokemon that we can yet, I'm still going to be leaving these in. Just so... Oh, I thought Warbeak was going to get her first Oko. You know, just for the heck of it, so we can see them. And plus, like... It's 4th gen. These animations look really good, so I can't complain. And 49 experience points, not bad. And the rivalry has been initiated. So she's going to send out her own Starly, but of course Warbeak is way better than some random Starly any old Rube can get, any Herb can get. And there we go, an Oko from our Warbeak, and that rhymed unintentionally. And Badoo, Badoo, Badoo. Badoo, 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 badoo. I'm really good at puns. So here's our instance. We're battling another Badoo. Wing attack, gonna take it out. Now, ooh, and a crit to boot. Easy. Easy peasy. And Warbeak's grown to level 11. We're growing fast. I cannot believe how good we're doing right now. But again, that's what I mean. Like, you can get your starter, you can get a Starly, and you can basically run through the entire game. Like with just those two. You're just good to go. So Abra. Okay, here we go. This is one of the main reasons why I included the fight in this, is because Abra is a Pokemon we haven't seen thus far. Let's swap out to Zuko. Abra is a very, very good... Well, Abra itself isn't the best Pokemon, but what it evolves into is a phenomenal Pokemon. Abra, you know him, you love him. He is the original Gen 1 Psychic-type Pokemon, and look at that sprite. He just looks so relaxed. He's chilling. Abra evolves into Kadabra, and then evolves into Alakazam after trading, and oh, we were so close. Abra's only no teleport. I believe in Diamond and Pearl, at a trainer school, if you battled them, it was much harder and you had to battle Abras with hidden power. But Abras in the wild will only know teleport, so obviously this Abra can't really do anything to us. But still, it's a good Pokemon. When it evolves into Kadabra and then Alakazam, its special attack is off the charts, its speed is off the charts. Still, to this day, one of the best Psychic-type Pokemon you can get. Highly recommend. If you want one, you should catch one. However, you will have some difficulty catching an Abra because they will use teleport and they will run away. So you better hope and pray that your Abra will stay... Why am I rhyming so much? I don't mean to. Will stay in the Pokeball that you throw at it initially. But coming on through here, looks like we still got a couple more trainers we can battle. And there's an item that we saw earlier that we really want to get. So again, I'm going to throw Zuko up front. It's, I know Zuko's kind of getting over-leveled here. I got a nifty keen gym badge from the gym leader in Oreburgh. Okay, so that's interesting. We're running into someone before the gym who claims to have beaten the gym leader. So if we beat her, that automatically means that we should be able to beat the gym leader, no problem, right? Oh yeah, Madeline? Okay, it's a Psyduck. Alright, I can maybe believe that Madeline beat the gym leader. Little hint to maybe what the gym leader's type is. Also, probably not the best time to switch over to Zuko, is it? And Water Sport. Okay, Water Sport's a useless move for Psyduck, I suppose. I wasn't planning on using Ember anyway. But anyway, we'll have Zuko take out the Psyduck. Using Scratch. Oh, this is going to be a Scratch Fest, isn't it? But yeah, so Zuko might be getting a little... He's higher leveled than the rest of the team, obviously. But there's a reason for that. Based on what's coming up, we have really no choice based on our team right now than to level Zuko up quite a bit. And, well, take that, Madeline. Oh, I lost. La, la, la. I just picture her cross-eyed skipping away after that. Like, she's never even been to Oreburgh City. She's just like, I'll be the gym leader. La, 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 la. Battles you, runs away. La, 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 la. And, okay. And hey, here we go. Here's an Abra, everybody. It appears in the wild on this route. Let's test our luck. I'm going to throw... I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, guys. I'll throw a heal ball at it. And if it... Depending on our luck, if we catch it, that is going to be a good omen for the rest of the LP. And if we don't, it's going to be a bad omen. So, get in my balls! 1. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have bet all of my luck on throwing a heal ball and catching an Abra. One of the cool things too, though, as you can see, when using a different type of Pokeball, it will actually, when you throw out your Pokemon during battle, it will correspond to what Pokeball you caught it in. Trainer tips: if a Pokemon is about to evolve, it can be instantly stopped. Press the B button to startle it. Okay, so yeah, you can cancel evolutions by hitting the B button. X defend down here, we're really going through the whole gauntlet of X items, and oh, so close. Wow, we almost made it through that whole patch. Oh, we find ourselves a Repel, one of the most useful items in the game that we won't be using right now, but we'll probably be using a lot of them in the future. And cutting back in, that was just a level 5 Shinx that we ran into, but since Zuko got to level 13, I figured we should leave the latter half of that portion in. And moving right along, let's see what we've got here. Alright, so we're heading toward Oreburgh. I thought it was, maybe gonna tell us the name of the cave we're about to walk into, but I guess not. So yeah, other than the Ravaged Path, this is gonna be like our first legit cave that we're walking into, so let's see where it takes us. The Oreburgh Gate. And yeah, guys, if you've played Pokemon before, you know how scary and intimidating and long these caves are. So, in a cave... Oh, okay. That sparkling new Poketch. Your awkwardness as a traveler. Hey, buddy, same to you. You're still a pretty new trainer, aren't you? But it's all good. You're a new fellow friend of Pokemon. So, let me make a gift of this hidden machine to you. And we just get HM06 from this random hiker guy in Oreburgh Gate. This hidden machine, or HM for short, contains a hidden move, Rock Smash. Pokemon learning Rock Smash can smash small boulders in the field. How many times can I say smash in one sentence? But the trainer has to have the city badge from Oreburgh Gym, the gym badge from Oreburgh City. If you don't have that badge, you can't make a Pokemon use the hidden move, Rock Smash, outside of battle. So yeah, we got ourselves Rock Smash, which is what we would need to further progress through Ravaged Path that we came across, and also up here, and of course we can smash these things, but again we need the gym badge for it. But moving right along, alright, what do you have? We trainers will accept challenges anywhere, it's what we do. How many variations of trainers have to accept battle and lock eyes and all that are we going to get? But Camper Curtis, he's going to send out a Starly, level 7. Okay, so now we're getting fairly powerful. But as you can see, the background has changed. The battle background has changed since we are in a cave. Probably noticed that when we were battling. Oh, and the burn. Zuko is the goat. I mean, he's really a monkey, but that's neither here nor there. The background has changed. Again, these little details in Gen 4 are just phenomenal. No, we'll keep battling. It's just a Shinx. But caves, you just, basically, it's like the floor is lava, except the floor is grass. Where you can just run into Pokemon at any given point in time. Crit! Why would you do that? But overall, not too bad. You also run into trainers the whole time. I really do like the concept of caves, though, because it's like, it really feels like it's a dungeon. And, insufficiently raised? Are you talking to me? You better be... Or maybe he's just... he's just accidentally insulting himself. But, oh, would you look at that? The exit already. Some first cave for a Pokemon game, huh? Well, let's see what you have to say.
To celebrate my getting through this cave, I'm gonna battle you.
Girl, it really wasn't that hard. Ugh. Anyway, Picnicker Diana. She's got to beat it. I don't even know how she made it through the cave this small. I still don't know how she made it through with just a Bidoof. Anywho, same as usual. Just gonna Ember. It's level 9 though, so it's got Defense Curl, which isn't gonna help it at all against my Embers. The flames of fury that possess Zuko. Even though he's got the big doofy smile on his face. Maybe Zuko wasn't the best name for Chimchar. He's too happy to be Zuko at any given point in time. But moving on, that's it, guys. We have finished the intimidating Oreburgh Gate. And welcome to Oreburgh City. And just, ooh. Yeah, this music's bumping. All right, guys. Well, that's where we're going to end it right now, even though it was like one route in one cave. It still took us quite a bit to get through. And in the next episode, we will explore Oreburgh City. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, smash that subscribe button, like, dislike, whatever you're feeling like. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Running, running in the doors. Running, running here some more. Running in the doors. Running indoors. Pokemon 4th Gen.